Virgos, this is Perigaea Tarot. I am here to do your daily reading. I'm going to be asking the universe, what is your person thinking about you and what is coming up for you in love? And also, if you guys are, so please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope that this reading helps you very much and finds you well. So, universe, the person, excuse me, the person on my Virgo's mind, how do they feel towards Virgo, and what are their next actions towards Virgo? Oh. They see you as their empress, and they're hoping that you will come out of silence and isolation soon. I'm almost sensing that, and there's a couple of things here. I'm almost sensing that they're hoping that you will take the initiative to contact them, that they won't have to reach out to you. And also, I'm seeing this lantern, you know, that represents the deep insight and intuition and the depth of understanding that Virgos can have. And I'm almost sensing that this person is hoping, like, you know, please give me a break a little. You know, like they're hoping that maybe you'll take it easy on them with you know, because it's almost like that penetrating insight can make a person feel naked, you know, and vulnerable to be, you know. So interesting. I'm just going to keep shoveling. Okay, so how does the person on my Virgo's mind, how do they feel towards Virgo? And what are their next actions towards Virgo? They see you as their wish fulfillment, but they're feeling kind of, their faith is a little bit wavering right now. They're feeling shaky. Oh my goodness. 10 of Pentacles though, and 10 of Cups, they are gung-ho. They would commit to you. They would have kids with you. I'm seeing down here. They want a family with you. They want happily ever after. You are definitely their happily ever after, but they are, like, their mind is made up, like, is what I'm sensing here. And so, but I feel like what this is saying is that they are sort of, there are two forces inside of them. One that is like, okay, I need to step forward and take bold action. And then the other one is like, maybe I should just give up. It's like they're teetering between wondering if they should do one or the other. I feel like this is a situation where they know that they need to take action, that it's on them, but they're kind of feeling discouraged and wondering if it would just be easier for them to just give up. Also here with the Chariot in the reverse to the 7 of Swords, there could be some element of a vehicle, maybe some kind of situation between the two of you where they might feel like you got the better of them if they just let go of the situation, or maybe they have plans to try and sneak away with something. Maybe an indirect way of coming. Maybe they would think of coming in just to trick. Maybe they're thinking, you know, I want this person. What I'm sensing here is that they do sincerely want you. But they're thinking, well, if they reject me, then I'll just sneak away with something to make myself feel better about it. Or, you know, I hope this isn't true, but there is a possibility that this could be a scenario where they're thinking, I will lead this person to believe that I'm fully committed so that this will drop their guard. They won't be defensive, and then I can sneak away with something. I hope that's not true. Let's hold on to that. So what's underneath the deck? With the Sun in the reverse, so you could be dealing with a Cancer sign or an Aquarius or an air sign. Underneath the deck, we have the Sun in the reverse to the Moon. So those are pretty epic energies. This is somebody who's lacking clarity, who's feeling, you could be dealing with a Leo, or again, a Cancer or a Pisces. This is someone who, they see you as their counterpart, and they, you know, Sun and Moon, that's archetypal male and female. And they are maybe feeling like if they take more of a passive role, that this will that this will influence you in a way, because I feel like this is someone who wants you back, but they're scared to come in aggressive. They're scared to come in strong. They feel like maybe that'll push you away or push you down. They are feeling, so I'm thinking that maybe they're feeling like if I dim my shine a bit, maybe this will encourage this person to show me compassion. If I maybe embrace my more feminine side and be a bit more emotive, a bit more soft and passive, that this will prompt this person to comfort me, kind of thing. So they do desire you, and they want a brand new start, and it's about desire. You know, we have wands, we have cups, and we have pentacles here. So they want to commit to you, but there is this element of potential and possible sneakiness. This could be this could be a situation where they're hoping to get inside your tent, is what I'm seeing in the background of this card. Because see, there's tents in there. It's like maybe they're hoping if they can just get inside your dwelling, your home, that they can sneak away with something. I'll specifically ask about those at the end, guys, and see, because I sense that this person does sincerely want to be with you, but they're just feeling like they don't want to feel, if they take the risk to come towards you, that they don't want to end up feeling like they were totally rejected. And so they're just thinking of this as like, well, if this person doesn't accept me, then maybe I will just trick them and take something, and then I'll feel like I didn't get that you didn't get the better of me, kind of thing. Anyway, so they want to start afresh with you, but what I'm sensing is that their pride really does not like the way that things stand. It's like they want to come in with you because they see the potential for real commitment and happily ever after with you, and yet their pride doesn't want to have to come back and apologize. They're not comfortable taking accountability for the things that have happened in the past, and I don't think it's necessarily because they're a bad person, but some people were raised in a way where they weren't shown a lot of mercy when they showed remorse, you know, and so that this conditions them to not feel like if they show authentic remorse or humility that they're going to be treated with any mercy. It's almost like they become conditioned that to do that is weakness, and that they're going to be just completely raked over the coals if they do that. And this could be the case with your person, that they just don't feel comfortable coming in and taking responsibility, because that emotional maturity and richness of compassion and support that is needed to support that expression is like not there. That could be the deal, but that's potentially, you know, what I'm sensing here, is that this is somebody who they do see you. They definitely do see you as someone that they want to. I think this was like this, right? So they want to come out of silence and work on things with you, but they just also, if you're dealing with a Leo, for example, you know, the Leo energies can, you know, and I'm not trying to, like, you know, get down on any Leos, but you know, that's just more of a temperament thing with Leos, is that it can be more of a pride, you know, because that's the, you know, you're the king of the jungle. It's the, you know, that's the essence of the sun, which is your ruling planet, is that sense of its solar, you know, anima, it's pride. And it, you know, so it can be hard for some to admit to take on a position of humility or passivity, or admit that you were wrong, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is someone who does want to come out of silence and heartbreak, and they want to work on things with you. And we will ask about the true motivation behind that. And with the Knight of Cups here, they want to come in and just offer you love, and I think they understand that there isn't really any way to dance around this. There isn't really any way to truly maneuver back into your good graces other than just emotional sincerity. I think they sense that you're going to see it, and if they try to maneuver or they try to act prideful or protect themselves, it's just going to turn you off and kind of dig them in deeper. So yeah, and with the Devil in the reverse, they could be having obsessive thoughts about you, you know, sexual thoughts, or this could just be someone understanding, I just, you know, I can't be toxic. I just need to come in and just be honest and just be open. But with the Lovers, this is, I'd say that this is them. You could be dealing with a Gemini, also a Capricorn, also a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is them coming in and attempting intimacy with you, emotional intimacy, possibly physical intimacy, and also expressing that they've made a choice, that they've made the choice to be with you. Universe, can you give us a card on their motives, on whether or not what are their true motives towards my Virgos? Are they sincere? Ace of Swords. Their motives are communication. What are their motives towards my Virgos? What are their true motives towards my Virgos? One more card. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, let's move forward and we will dig into this a bit more. All right. So, with the Star in the reverse, this is somebody, what, can I get a clarifier? Oops. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, with the Star in the reverse, what is the Star in the reverse? Can you give me a clarifier for this? You know, I think I'm going to start with my small tarot here. Actually, I'll get you guys an oracle card and then I'll clarify. So, what can you tell me about my Virgo's person's feelings towards Virgo? I don't understand. I feel like that's where this is all coming from. I feel like at the core of this person's emotional motivations is that they just don't quite know where you're coming from. They feel like your heart is a closed book that they can't quite read, and so they don't know if it's safe to come in sincerely, or if they need to come in kind of with their armor on and trying to be sneaky and trying to kind of win the situation, is what I'm sensing. What else can you... Oh, this one came out, so it must be... I don't want to be alone. Interesting. So this could be somebody who's heavily motivated right now by needing to feel like they have someone on their side and by their side. And maybe this is something that they want to tell you about, maybe past situations, if you feel like they chose someone over you or something like that, that maybe they would want to tell you that this is why. It's not because that person was their ideal, but because they just felt... I feel also right now this person is kind of sort of tiptoeing around that they can't handle right now being without the support of someone in their life because of maybe something they're going through, and that this could be a motivating factor. You know, which let's clarify for you guys now. Okay. So, Universe, what is this Star in the reverse to the Ten of Pentacles for my Virgo's person and how they feel towards Virgo? Yeah, they definitely, we have the Ten of Cups twice. So this is someone who what I'm sensing with this Seven of Swords, that I keep seeing its reflection here, is that they want this Ten of Cups, but it's deep and it's vulnerable and it's possibly more than they've ever felt. That leaves them feeling, like I said before, very naked and very vulnerable. Like all their armor is off, and that scares them. And so I feel like there's an element here of just like whether or not, you know, wondering whether or not they should have the courage to actually be honest about the fact that this is how they feel, or hold up a guard. I almost feel like they're tending towards doubt, not because they actually doubt you, but because if they shut this situation down, they don't have to feel so vulnerable and naked. If they can convince themselves that you've rejected them, then it enables them to stay in old coping mechanisms or patterns or, you know, paradigms of existence and functioning, which makes them feel less vulnerable, because this is the ultimate letdown. You know, Ten of Cups in the reverse is like profound letdown. But yeah, this person is, I think, understanding a bit more about their tendency to, to engage sort of cruelly with people and why they do that, why they have done that in the past, and they're feeling remorse for that. What is this star in the reverse? Is there anything else? Yeah, what it really is about, what it seems to be about day after day, is the re-emerging feeling of this person wanting to be good enough for you. Maybe they're hoping with this Ace of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe to use some element of communication to make you feel like you're not quite as worthy as you are, not because they want to hurt you, but because they want to feel as if they're good enough for you. You see what I'm saying? Which, is not, obviously it's not healthy if a male or any person does that to you, if they are not someone that you are willing to deal with and they're trying to diminish and abuse you so that they can feel like they're good enough for you. I don't think it's that. I think it's more like this person is just kind of hoping that your iron, fist of knowing who you are and being certain and all in your stand, that maybe you can just like loosen those things a little bit so that they can feel a little bit more, worthy of you. And this is someone that you obviously choose to be with, or to like, or to have feelings with, or you've been with them in the past. So it's not just some random person on the street, trying to do this to you that you don't want. It's someone that you actually do perceive as being good enough for you. But it's like inside of themselves, they feel like you are so wonderful, you're so worthy. And they inside of themselves are feeling inadequate, is what I'm seeing here. Anyway, so with the star in the reverse, also if you are a female, hold on one second. So yeah, 7 of Swords in the reverse. So this is them feeling like, I shouldn't try to be clever with this person, because they would see through it. They would see through it. But as I was going to say, especially if you are a female and this person is a masculine, it's even more threatening to a man's ego if they feel like the woman is like kind of, real smart, and they don't feel like they're necessarily there, because it's emasculating, right? Anyway, so what is this 10 of Pentacles? So this could definitely be some strong sexual energy here, with the Tower to the Ace of Wands and the Tower are both phallic symbols. So this is somebody who I sense is having, they really want to come in suddenly, and I would say that they possibly want to come in and shock you with a proposal. They want to even maybe sneak up to your door kind of thing. But they've been hesitating with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. But it is, the motivation behind it is truly that they want to offer you, make a love offer to you, and they want to be successful. But they are just worried that you are not going to cooperate, or that they're hesitating because they just can't stand the thought of taking the risk and then being let down, and so they are, they've been holding back because of the fear that you won't cooperate. What is this 10 of Cups to the Knight of Swords? Yeah, they want to be with you. They see you as a deeply compassionate person, but they maybe feel like you have not been, nurturing them at the moment, and they're hoping that that will change. Oh my goodness, again with the 10 of Pentacles. If they commit to you, they're hoping that if they commit to you, that they can get that love from you again that they had in the past, because it made them so happy. And what I'm seeing is that they're dreaming of feeling like you're theirs, and feeling like